Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the city of Vechta at the Rasta Vechta here for tonight's Game Day 5 fixture, Group B, between our hosts, Rasta Vechta and Teksüt Bandirma of Turkey. Well, it promises to be a very, very exciting fixture tonight. As you mentioned, one of these two teams now 3-1, while the visitors only picking up one victory so far here in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. So it's going to be a very heated contest. You can see some of the traveling fans making all the way from Turkey. Well, Power Thea now will take on Apoel Bank-Yahav Yerushalayim, while Ike will take on San Pablo Burgos, and Vuvoslik will take on Telenet Giants Antwerp. That's tomorrow night here in Group B of the Basketball Champions League. Well, the home fans with a lot to cheer about so far. I mean, they got off to a very good start so far here in the Basketball Champions League, and pretty close. We will look at the the standings here in Group B. Well, they started life very well with a victory here at home against Anvil Voslik, while also picking up a victory on the road. And you can see sitting comfortably in third place, joints second and third with Ike with 3 wins and 1 loss. Only Apoel Bank-Yahav Yerushalayim top of the league and undefeated. Well, Teksüt Bandirma now only 1 win and sit second bottom here, so they're going to have to pick things up here on the road. It doesn't get any tougher than this on the road against the German side, playing really well so far here in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. Well, if you look at Teksüt Bandirma, the player to look out for is Jaime Smith. Well, Smith now originally from Birmingham, Alabama. He's their top scorer so far, averaging 16 points per game. Not to mention as well, Hakem Demir also averaging 11 points, and Alma Prewit, a tough player, played at William & Mary University. Started his career in Lithuania, had a brief stint with Aris in the Greek League in the 2017-18 season, so also play for this team. Side, they've got a very collective effort. You got Garcia, one of their top scorers, who averages 11 points a game. While Jay Young also tripping 11 points as well. But Vastoria, Wainwright, and Simpson all contributing with their bulk of scoring. With Trevay Simpson now one of their top players, as we mentioned, their top scorer in the competition so far. American, young age, in a young stage of his career, originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, played at the University of Notre Dame, the top schools in the NCAA.
The delegate is Ingo Holzer. Welcome here in Vechta. Now we come to the team from Teksüt Bandirma. Number 2, Jamie Smith. Number 4, Omar Pruitt. Number 7, Furkan Matali. Number 10,
Teksüt Bandirma now originally playing their basketball in the city of Bandırma in Turkey. Originally played their basketball at Kara Ali Atşa Sport Hall, which hosts about 3,000. Their head coach, Hakem Demir, and he's been around with some big clubs. And then, as we mentioned, he started his career with one of the biggest clubs in Turkey and had a stint with Pinar Karşıyaka before they entered the Basketball Champions League. No doubt he'll be having a big job to make sure that his players get on the right mark tonight and kind of sort of mimic the success that other Turkish teams have had so far here in the Basketball Champions League. So, all to play for. One thing you can definitely guarantee in an arena like this, especially with basketball teams from the Bundesliga in Germany, the atmosphere will be absolutely electrifying in here. You never see an empty seat in any of the German houses here in the Basketball Champions League. And Rasta Vechta, one of the new teams in the competition as well. The other German teams that played here in the Basketball Champions League. Relatively not so young club that started in 1979. He's played in the city of Vechta, coached by Pedro Gaius. Again, a coach with a lot of experience, and no doubt in his mind will be trying to make sure this team gets off to a stellar start, which they have, and try and progress even further. interesting fact about Rasta Vechta is in the Pro A season 2017-18, they were actually promoted as they came top place with 27 victories and 3 losses. It's getting automatic promotion to the Bundesliga. We're trying to make sure they stamp themselves here in Europe. What better way to do it other than here in the Basketball Champions League, Europe's finest basketball competition. Wainwright's played some very, very big minutes so far for this team. And again, you think of a player like Wainwright, what he's going to give you is the size and agility down low. Not to mention just the sort of speed. He has the ability to step out on the perimeter and shoot the three-pointer. Steve Astoria, as we mentioned, originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Players now shake hands and give each other the homage, and they know when the tip is up in a few minutes, it's going to be nothing but business so far. They'll try and get off to a great early start. We're to you live here by the Basketball Champions League. We'll just get set to introduce our officials for tonight's game. I'm very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight in game day 5 in Germany of the Basketball Champions League. Very interesting to see what kind of start these two teams go out with in their lineups to begin with the first 5. I imagine it won't be too much change for Rasta Vechta, but you see our officials. We have Boris Krajic, Janusz Kalik, and Sergei Belyakov from Russia, Poland, and Slovenia. Ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned, very proud of the work our officials have done in all of our FIBA competitions. They'll continue to do so here tonight in game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. We'll look at Teksüt Bandirma and wonder what kind of starting lineup they'll go with. Now remember, they came off the back of a very emphatic defeat at home against Ike. Now they're going to go with Shemus Hazer, Tyler Kalinowski, Daniel Terry, Ian Hummer, and Jamie Smith will make their starting lineup. Again, Jamie Smith, their top scorer so far in the competition. They're going to need Jay Smith to get out to a good start tonight and really get himself going for the perimeter. They're going to come up with a victory here tonight on the road against a team that's so far 3-1. Well, Hakan Demir, as we mentioned, was once the head coach of Pinar Karşıyaka in the 2012 season. Had the role since 2009, having coached quite a few clubs here in Turkey. What experience he brings to this team. And we'll start to look at the starting lineups of Rasta Vechta. I'll be surprised if we don't see Simpson in the starting lineup. I mean, this is a team that's performed so well in all their games so far. The only defeat they picked was against the undefeated team. Michael Kessens, Max DeLeo, Trevor Simpson, Ishmael Wainwright, and Steve Astoria from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania all make the starting lineup. As we mentioned, the only loss they had was on the road in an 11-point loss to Apoel Bank Yerushalayim. Not much difference in the change of their starting lineup. And again, they got a lot of options coming off the bench, but Coach Pedro Calles, as we mentioned, a very experienced coach, and still a young coach for that matter as well, compared to his predecessor. Well, under a minute away from tip-off. As we mentioned, both two teams, big game for them. For the likes of the hosts, now 3-1, they want to continue their momentum against a team that's only 1-3. And as we mentioned, Teksüt Bandirma really need to make sure they come up with a victory tonight. I mean, it only gets harder and harder here. 14 games in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. You got to pick up as many victories as you can in the early stages, so they know they're going to have to play well here tonight on the road in Germany. Traveling fans have made the journey down from Turkey. Sorry, up from Turkey, as we mentioned. Yeah, what a journey it's making. That shows you what the Basketball Champions League is all about. Fans traveling all across continental Europe and across the Mediterranean, only to watch their teams perform at the very highest level. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're set for tip. Both teams are ready. Teksüt Bandirma wearing the famous dark green. All the hosts in the usual home colors of white, but represented by their colors of orange. They'll shake hands with the officials. They'll pay homage to each other. But we're set for tip. Don't go anywhere. It's game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. Well, tip is underway, and it is Teksüt Bandirma who get the first possession of the game, and they're going to get things going early on here. Ball movement is going to be so key here in the early stages, but really making the defense shift and getting those open looks. 6 on the shot clock now. He's got to pull up for a tough 3 off the screen. Doesn't get it. Really looked at it again. It was a forced effort. Not really making defense move a lot. You can just listen to the home crowd now really getting into the game. Takes the give and go now under the basket. Almost fumbles. They turn it over. And now it's a 3-on-2 in transition. Goes down the middle. Takes it himself. Well, he threw it away. He had a 3-on-2 situation. Tried to go all the way. And again, just couldn't find the open man in transition. Got to do better in transition. Same as Hazer. Again, costly error. You got to make sure any attempts you get on the break, you got to capitalize, especially when you got a man up. Off one screen now, looking for options. Has to kick it out. DeLeo now goes it down low, but good hands. Has to force up a 3-point. Did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. Offensive rebound. Rasta Vechta in the lane. Got to go up with it. Goes all the way, and he lays it up. Well, what a play by Ismail Wainwright. Just made a strong cut to the basket. It was simply unstoppable as soon as he got it in the key. One screen now. And one problem Teksüt Bandirma has had is been very static on offense. 2 in the shot clock. He's got to force up a Hail Mary 3. And oh my Lord! Well, talked about the static ball movement, but Smith just let it go from the desert, and Jay Smith just nails it from downtown. Teksüt Bandirma have to realize that if they're going to get themselves into the game, they need to go with more options. And the way you do that is you make the ball move and you make the defense shift. They gamble on defense and they pull it for a wide open 3. The 3 is up, no good. Pulls up now, gives him a give and go. Goes baseline, easily lays it up. Well, what a play by Samus Hazer. It was a beautiful cut down the baseline. He was just able to kiss it off the glass. Here comes the pick and roll now, looking for the roll of time and space. Pulls up for a tough shot for 50, and somehow, someway, he gets it to drop. Well, what a play off the pick and roll. That is number 32, Steve Astoria. Well, the kid from Philadelphia just took it in the lane, made the contact, and yeah, look at this for a tough play. Making the body contact, off balance, gets it to go. Well, that's the toughest shot you'll ever see off the pick and roll. Baseline ball now to Rasta Vechta. Can they capitalize on it? Throws another screen now. Wainwright. Well, nobody picked him up, and he just kissed it off the glass. Ismail Wainwright just simply unstoppable in and around the paint. Wainwright now moves up to 4 points. He's 2 for 2 from the field, and Smith almost loses his dribble. Goes out of bounds. Another turnover. Well, DeLeo just made himself such a nuisance on defense. And Jay Smith, you see now, just dribbling himself into trouble. Jay Smith's got to take care of the basketball. When you're playing a point guard role, you're on the road in the Champions League. You've got to ensure that you're out there like a second coach on the floor. That story now thought about pulling him up for the 3-pointer. Doesn't take it. Goes down low. Backs down, gets a pump fake, goes up with it. Traveling violation, called turnover. Well, it was great post defense by Emmanuel Terry. Well, Terry just made himself big and strong in the low block and didn't let him anything easy. Excellent call by the officials. Terry now, time and space. Terry kicks it out. Smith, he's made 1 3, takes another one, can't get it. Well, it was a good look, but you just got to nail that one down, especially when you're wide open. Looking for a handoff now with Astoria. Astoria doesn't use the screen, crosses back over again. Astoria goes in, tough shot, doesn't get it. Well, they turn it right over in the lane under the basket. Well, Wayne right now wide open, he can't get it. You see Rasta Vechta there, unable to capitalize off another Teksüt Bandirma turnover. Smith off one screen, kicks in the corner, the 3 is up, the 3 is no good. Smith with the offensive rebound, goes right over it, puts up a floater way off the mark. The defense right now just too aggressive and physical from Rasta Vechta, but they waste no time. It's that man again, Wainwright. Out of control, both teams now sloppy possession back to back. A foul is called. Well, Tyler Kalinovsky did so well there just to draw the contact on Steve Astoria. Well, he went right at him and Astoria reached, and that's a great call by the official. Smith now comes up a pick and roll. This is another one from Terry. They throw the lob down low. Terry unable to catch it, and again, 4th turnover so far of the quarter. Well, Teksüt Bandirma just forcing too much down low, and again, costly turnovers. Really, there is the German national coach. And again, it's a regular feature seeing him at all these club games here in Europe. Really looking at what he has, and what a pass. Just gets a slight deflection. He goes out of bounds. Will be baseline ball now to Rasta Vechta. Comes off one screen now. What a pass! Oh, baby! What a throwdown! And it's that big fella. And it's number 21, Kamari Murphy. Just caught it off the pick and roll. What a pass by Tre'Vez Simpson. Teksüt Bandirma have not scored for over 3 minutes, and you can see they're struggling to get some good looks, but Rasta Vechta came off the screen, no look. Oh, just throw it down, big man. What a play. It's going to be sideline ball now to Teksüt Bandirma. Struggling to get the ball in down. Kalinovsky just able to get the ball as Jarrell Reschel, who played last year for Telekom Baskets Bonn, who has a lot of experience here in the Basketball Champions League, just checked into the game, picks up his personal foul of the game. Jay Smith now on the ball. Looks like he's going to go pick and roll with Terry. Well, had the 3-point, didn't take it, but they throw it down low to big man Terry. Terry goes right at him, forces up a wild one, gets a drop, can't get it. Rochelle with a rebound. Gets a hand up with Josh Young. Young off one screen. Well, they get the look in the corner. The 3 is up. The 3 is no good. Rebound secured by Ian Hummer. Strong moves. Got to go up with it. He's under the basket. He's going to get called for a 3-second violation, but so pump fake now in the lane. Goes all the way. Uncontested. Strong layup by Jay Smith. Smith now moves up to 5 points, and that's the first basket with Teksüt Bandirma in over 3.5 minutes of play. Five on the shot clock, forces a prayer. The prayer is good. Well, Jay Young now nailing it from downtown. That was a deep, deep 3 by the young fella. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Both teams now kind of sloppy and sluggish start to this game, but Rasta Vechta looking the stronger of the two. When the shot clock kicks out, has to force one. He's hit one already, hits another one. Well, Jay Smith again, 2 for 3 from the perimeter right now. He's got 8 of Teksüt Bandirma's 10 points. Terry in the lane, they throw a lob. The lob is turned over, and now the visitors can push in transition. He's got Terry to his left. He draws another foul. That's a 14 foul now for for Rasta Vechta. Kalinowski so well, but look at this deep Hail Mary 3 from downtown. Nails it. Same with Josh Young. Josh Young, anytime in space, he'll just pull the trigger. It's good. Well, Teksüt Bandirma now going early to their bench, and again, you can see the depth of this team probably lacking at the moment, but again, they're going to try and go with a smaller lineup in the backcourt. Smith now looks like he's going to go pick and roll again with Terry. Doesn't use it. Turns it over. Young with a steal. 2-on-1 in transition. Young all the way. Young gets rejected off the backboard, but they clean up with a layup with Jarrell Reichel. Well, it was a hell of a block by Terry, but there you can see Teksüt Bandirma, nobody following up for a defensive rebound. What happens? Rasta Vechta just punished them. But you got to get back in transition defense. You can see Terry made the excellent defensive play. I think we had an unsportsmanlike foul just called. So now Tyler Kalinowski will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Kalinowski makes the first free throw. Well, the American who originally played his university basketball at Davidson, graduated in 2015, started his pro career with Alain Chalon. I guess the unsportsmanlike foul wasn't called, but I'm not sure. But he had spent last season with Telenet Giants Antwerp, where he made it to the Final Four of the Basketball Champions League last season, which was hosted in their home arena. There's another player who comes with a lot of experience here in this competition. Just under 2 minutes to go now in the first quarter. A bit of a low-scoring game right now, but Rasta Vechta more in control. This is Young comes off one screen, kicks it out. Over Story for 3. He can't get it. Terry with a big rebound. Now he can push in transition. Smith looking for a roller, but nobody went to the basket. Catch and shoot with Kalinowski way off the mark. Hummer gets a tip to the rebound. Terry comes up with a loose ball. Terry down low to Hummer. Well, he gets fouled now. Ian Hummer's going to go to the free throw line. Now that play all starts with Ian Hummer as he went in for a second chance. He just got a hand on the rebound, tipped it, which got it to Terry. That's a lot better from Teksüt Bandirma. You can see when things aren't going for you on offense, you got to go for other ways to stay in the game. Simple hustle plays really pay off. Both teams now both going to the benches. Michael Kessens checks into the game along with Omar Prairie, who comes back in for Teksüt Bandirma. Omar missed the first free throw. The American now 29 years of age, originally from Princeton. He played his university basketball there. Also played for Nizhny Novgorod. Had a season in the Basketball Champions League. So a lot of players now shifting from clubs. He makes a second free throw. We got a tie game with 13 apiece here. Just over 1:15 to go here in the first quarter. Time and space now fades away. He gets a shot up, no good. Terry with another big rebound. And he's doing an excellent job securing all the defensive ball. Kalinowski with a spin out. We're now looking for a handoff. Here's Baseline, time and space, all through the alley-oop. Well, he threw the alley-oop up going baseline. Again, that would have been a spectacular play, but unable to connect. So we'll be baseline ball now to Teksüt Bandirma. Quick catch and shoot from the perimeter. Nails a triple. All of a sudden, they're starting to believe in their perimeter shooting, and that is number 4. Yeah, Prewitt, he had a very good game last week. Usually one of their top scorers, but you can see why he did so well to get his feet quickly set and just nailed the triple. Story kicks it out. They try a 3 down the other end. It's no good. And Terry secure another rebound, but he puts a hand to it now. Teksüt Bandirma can go for the last shot of the first quarter. 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Hummer throws up to, oh baby, what an alley-oop. Hummer threw it up to Terry. Terry caught it in midair and he threw it down. My word, what a play. Couple of seconds left, Astoria all the way, and they turn it over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Teksüt Bandirma have literally turned the heat up in this house. They've come ready to play here on the road. They want to pick up the second victory. End of the first quarter, they lead this one 18-13. What a game. I got to see the replay of that alley-oop. I mean, that was just a beautiful play. You can see the stats going in favor right now. 3 for 7 from within the rainbow, 3 for 6 from the perimeter. Already making it 2 attempts at the free throw line. Well, if we go back and look to that alley-oop, I mean, that alley-oop was just simply fabulous. I mean, look at this first few minutes from Rasta Vechta. Playing some good basketball, but again, they just slowed it down, in the last few minutes. Well, that is just as good as it gets. Team's really gunning for it, really both going for it. Well, that was the first play off the pick and roll. Smith going all the way. Strong attack to the basket. That was a deep 3 from Young. Young just letting it rip from downtown. That was the quick 3. And somebody call that. You've got to get a hand up to this guy. He will shoot the lights out. And there's the alley-oop, and oh my word. We start the second quarter now. Rasta Vechta trail this one by 5 points. It looked like they were in total control of this game, running at that tempo, but Teksüt Bandirma really responded. Baseline, oh, what a throwdown. He went baseline, and he gave that one a Dr. J dunk. Well, it is dunks left, right, and center. These two teams, every time they attack the basket, they want to rip the ring down. Another alley-oop. Oh, no way. He did it again. Terry is the flying man out there. He wants to rip it all down. I can't believe what we're seeing right now. Head to head. Terry tries to block it, but in the end, Astoria lays it up. It is unbelievable stuff right now. Strong penetration to the basket, and again, Astoria did so well not to get blocked by Terry. Humming out. Let's try 1-3. Couldn't make it. Tries this one way off the mark. Try and get things going again, early stages. Now steps back, takes a tough 3. The 3 is up, no good. Terry with a rebound. Great comes the pick and roll with Terry. Now Terry, first thing he wants to do after he sets the pick is get to the basket. 6 on the shot clock now. He's got to get something going in the basket. Comes off one screen. He's got to pull it up. They got a wide open three. He's made 2 already. Makes the third one. He's now 3 for 4 for the perimeter. It is raining threes from Jay Smith. Jay Smith is on fire. Well, that's a big, big three. And again, that's a much better by Teksüt Bandirma, making the penetrations, drawing the defense out of position, and just getting those wide open looks. Smith now moves up to 11 points. DeLeo now has to give the ball up. They're going to go pick and roll. Well, they force a three from Vastoria. Vastoria in and out, doesn't get it. Now Teksüt Bandirma can just slow this one down, play at their tempo. He draws a foul. Well, it's just been exciting stuff to watch so far. Both these two teams just really forcing the issue. Look at the baseline, backdoor, throw it down, big fella. And look at this. That's only the second alley-oop he's caught. Just how does he do it? And he flexes the guns. Well, this is why you watch the Basketball Champions League. I mean, this is just exciting stuff. Both these teams, again, one team 3-1, looking very comfortable. While Teksüt Bandirma only 1 win this season, they got a point to prove. And again, they're not only proving it right now, but they're doing it in style. Giving something for the fans to watch. Well, time and space, Hummer goes all the way. Hummer lays it up, strong layup. Again, well, what the defense was worried about is that if they did contest it, if you throw the alley-oop up there. In the end, he went all the way. Give it a strong layup. Well, this is the isolation that they want to see. They do the cross-court. Vastoria goes all the way. Vastoria gets rejected. Hummer said, not in your house. Well, what a block by Ian Hummer. The help side defense right now from Teksüt Bandirma. Just too much. Vastoria thinks he's got it. Hummer says, no, sir. You are not welcome. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They get it in. A quick shot on the baseline. The shot is up, and the shot is good. Well, Trevay Simpson does so well to get his shot off, and again, cuts it down to a 6-point ball game. He now moves up to 4 points. Well, Hummer now has tried 2 3-pointers. He's 0 for 2, and now he stays 0 for 3. And again, it's that man. Goes up with a jump hook. Can't get it. You got to credit Emmanuel Terry for just going in for every second opportunity. Under the basket, goes up, gets the finger roll. Well, scrappy basket, but Kamari Murphy did so well there just to come up with a loose ball. And again, just give it a sweet little finger roll. Kalinowski now caught it in the corner at a tough angle. Down low to Terry. Terry spins, fades away out of bounds. Tough shot. And Terry gets fouled. But to me, I'm not sure I agree with that call because it looks like Emmanuel Terry is going into Murphy, and Murphy is just securing the basketball. So you can even see Ismail Rainwhite just... Well, actually, from that angle, yep, I can see why the foul is called because Murphy does sort of lean in with his backside. So I'm going to have to agree now. I do apologize for disagreeing with the call, but I do agree now with the official. You can see as soon as Murphy caught the ball, just kind of leaned into Emmanuel Terry, who really, there's no need to do that. Kalinowski off the catch and shoot. He gets fouled. Now he'll go to the free throw line. Tyler Kalinowski so well there. Use the screen, get open, get his feet set. They didn't make the jump shot, but again, just enough time and space to get it off and get fouled. Kalinowski now makes the first free throw. As we mentioned, originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. Last year played in the Final Four of the Basketball Champions League. He's now 2 for 2 from the stripe. He's just going to check out of the game and take a breather. He's played some very good minutes so far for Teksüt Bandirma. Erkan Yılmaz checks into the game. 21 years of age, young player coming through their academy ranks. Puts him a floater, gets down one. What a play. Took it in the lane. Trevay Simpson just put up a little floater. It looked like something out of nothing, really. But now he'll go to the free throw line to make it a three-point play. Look at this. In the air, bit of contact. It's good. Simpson makes a three-point play, cuts it down to a three-point ball game with just over 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Here comes the pick and roll with Terry. The kick in the corner. Didn't take the shot again. Got to shoot it. Forces up a tough one off the backboard. Can't get it. Terry with the loose ball. He can't get up to follow. But one thing about Terry, as athletic as he is and as exciting as he is to watch, again, he's really struggled in and around the basket. Well, they turn it over, and that is something we haven't seen from Rasta Vechta. Michelle was wide open in the corner, but again, it was a tough pass to catch, and we haven't seen them turn the ball over like that. Tough shot. And again, I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do, but it was a poor situation. Omar Purpett in the lane and miss a layup. Come up with a loose ball. We've got 4 seconds to get it over the half court. They turn it over. Oh, careless mistake. Well, doesn't take it, goes all the way, puts up a little floater, and he punishes him. Oh, Josh Young just capitalizes on a careless turnover. And now we got a timeout. Teksüt Bandirma, all of a sudden, just starting to lose the momentum that they built. Coach Kayes looks slightly concerned, but probably knows he's going to have to use this timeout to make sure his team build on their momentum.
Hadi kardeşim, bir tane basket, faul hatası, bir tane topu alma, hadi kardeşim lazım.
Rasta Vechta shooting poorly from the perimeter. It's only 1 for 9, while Teksüt Bandirma 4 for 9. 3 of those coming obviously from their backcourt, but in the home side, probably going to have to improve that stat if they're going to come out with anything tonight.
Omar, you come foresight. Erkan, bir screen yap. Pass. And then come. Oyna sen de. Yukarı bu. Okay.
Currently now 4:48 to go here in the second quarter. Teksüt Bandirma were leading by 7 points, but Rasta Vechta is making a little bit of a comeback right now. Building some momentum is goes all the way by Omar Purpett, and he somehow just kissed it off the glass. A tough shot, and he fell out of bounds, but it's back up by 3 points and just restore a little bit of their confidence. An offensive foul's been called. Looks like it's called on Josh Young. It looks like Josh Young set the illegal screen under the basket. Again, I think that's the right call from the official because it didn't look like he was cementing himself. It's a careless way to pick up a foul and turn it over. Well, that's his third personal foul, so that hasn't done his team any favors. And Coach Kayes, I'm taking him out of the game because you're going to need him in the second half. Comes the dribble handoff again. Give it up to Purpett. Pruitt turns it over. Young, it's a 4-on-1 in transition. Behind the back pass, kicks it out, wide open. Can he tie it up? Can't get it. Looks like a foul's been called on Vastoria. There was the behind the back pass and the missed three-pointer. It looks like they've called the foul for the holding on the rebound. I'm not sure if they've called that on Simpson. They've called that on Astoria. They've called it on Wainwright, sorry. Because Bandirma are in the penalty, so they'll get 2 free throws. Pruitt now makes the first free throw. Usually only a 68% free throw shooting team, Teksüt Bandirma, but so far doing very well from the stripe tonight. Omar Pruitt now moves up to 7 points. Leo off one screen. What a pass! Got to go up and under the basket. Well, beautifully executed pick and roll. That's one way to beat the defense, is to just come off the screen and look for the open man. Kamari Murphy did so well to catch you in a tough position. Down low to Terry. Terry catches an awkward one, gets in the corner. The 3 is up. The 3 is no. Oh, the 3 is good. Well, he fooled me from this angle. Bounced off the front rim and it just went in. What a play. They almost turn it over. They keep it alive. Can he kiss it off the glass? No, he can't. Terry with another rebound. Just under 3 minutes to go now. They're in the second quarter. Down low, Terry catches a weird open. He turns it over. Now Vastoria transition. Vastoria all the way, lays. Oh, he missed a layup. Again, another missed opportunity for Rasta Vechta. Well, Steve Vastoria's got to make that layup. And again, you can see the defense laid off, and they didn't want to pick up a foul. Now Harkinoff checks into the game, probably just to give him a little bit more size down low. Well, timeout now to Rasta Vechta. I want to talk this one over as they trail by 6. You see right now, Teksüt Bandirma dominating the rebounds, 21-11, and a lot of that's down to Emmanuel Terry. Now, Rasta Vechta probably need to go for a few more offensive boards and second chance points. They're going to cement themselves into this game.
Go here. All right, Leo Genope, go action with a technique, but not wrong. And then Vastoria, okay? They play low. Leo, come up, and then move separation. You have to attack, and eventually to attack the 5 men. Throw it up, move, be there, okay? We are playing fine on offense. Keep shooting the ball, keep getting aggressive. Execute.
Jay Smith now coming off one screen with Terry. Boy, turn it over again. Costly turnover. I don't understand when they got a wide open shooter in the corner. I mean, Rasta Vechta know they want to get the ball down low to Terry, but they're clogging the lane so much. And onside now with their 5th steal of the game. Kick it in the corner, tries another 3. The 3 is up and the 3 is good. Well, he nails it for downtown Simpson. Lighting up like a house on fire. Now Teksüt Bandirma Want to call timeout.
Ja, on the outside is Stockman.
Well, you got to be stronger when taking care of the basket. When you're moving the ball, I mean, you want to look for an open option, but you can't force the issue down low if they've got defenders all around Emmanuel Terry. Smith leading the scoring so far with 11, while Terry already has 9 rebounds, and Kalinowski has 5 assists. Those are some very impressive stats so far for those 3 players. Kalinowski only has 2 points in the game with the 2 free throws he has. While Terry only has 4 points off the 2 alley-oops that he has, so he's 1 rebound and 6 points away from a double-double.
It's not pick and roll. And then I want this.
That was the pick and roll. What a pass underneath. I mean, again, it's a strong way to isolate the defense. Emmanuel Terry unable to steal the ball. Just under 2 minutes to go now here in the first half. As Teksüt Bandirma lead by 3 points. It's in the corner, tough pass, and a traveling violation called. Excellent call by the official. Rasta Vechta doing a lot better there on the defense. Really guided the pick and roll aggressively with Terry, and Smith not allowing him any room to get into space. Hazer checks back in. Throws up another one. Doesn't get the alley-oop. Under the basket. What a block by Terry. And Terry again. Well, comes up with a loose ball still. Can he keep it? Hummer keeps it alive. Almost throws it. Terry, throw down time. What a fast break there by Teksüt Bandirma. And it's set man again. Emmanuel Terry with the block. Ran the floor like a big man. And he gave it a throwdown. Well, that's his 6th point of the game. What a play there by Vestoria. Vestoria did so well to come off the screen and shoot the ball. Smith goes all the way, bit of contact off the glass, can't get it. We'll turn it over, transition. Kalinowski, can he lay it up? Kalinowski missed a layup. You could definitely tell that he was going to miss that shot, but he gets down one as Hazard comes in and follows up. That's why you run the fast break, even if you know your player's got a wide open layup, because you could tell the problem with Kalinowski was he was so worried he was going to get blocked. There's a layup, had no control of it. While Hazard came up with a loose ball, gave it a pump fake, bit of contact, and he's going to go to the free throw line now to make a 3-point play. We got a timeout to Rasta Vechta. They trail this one by 5 points with only 33 seconds to go here in the first half. Simpson leading the score for Rasta Vechta, while Vestoria has 4 rebounds. DeLeo has 3 assists, but again, they've just got to pick themselves up and get back into this game. Well, in a game like this, it's all about tempo and momentum. And again, Rasta Vechta have to ensure that coming out of this timeout that they really get the last shot of the quarter, because again, when you're trailing the game by possibly 6 points, if Teksüt Bandirma make the free throw, then they've got to come up with the last best shot here in the first half. as we mentioned, did such a good job of running the fast break and coming up with loose balls. He makes a three-point play, restores a 6-point lead. And now we got 33 seconds to go here in the first half. It's a bright play from Teksüt Bandirma, because if they get a stop, they can probably get one more shot at baseline. But oh my Lord, what a backdoor play, but more importantly, what a throwdown by T. Simpson. You've got to love this game. This game is full of it. Simpson now goes up to 12 points, 4 for 5 from the field, and it's simply exciting stuff to watch. Smith now almost turns over, and he does just that. While transition, what do we have? Vastoria, easy layup. Did he get it off? Oh, I'm not sure if he got that off, but then I'll have to see the replay. I think the officials are going to decide if he got it off. Now, I think he did. I think he got that off. I think Vastoria did just enough to get the ball out of his hands. Basket's good. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, down by 6 with 33 seconds to go. And it looks like Rasta Vechta just got themselves 4 points. They can see the clock goes up just that. I think that's good. Vastoria has just got that off in time. I'm sure the officials are just going to double check with the replay. Slow it down right there. Ball's out of his hands. That should count. That's good. We got a 2-point ball game. Oh, that's good. Out of his hands. Basket good, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into halftime. Rasta Vechta get 4 points in 33 seconds. Started with the defense. We'll just show you some stats and just show you some highlights from the first half. It's been some exciting stuff. Remember, Rasta Vechta 3-1 so far here in Group E, while Teksüt Bandirma only 1-3. Again, it's just the energy from both these two teams really playing some exciting stuff. Now, Teksüt Bandirma 5 for 10 from the perimeter, while Rasta Vechta only 2 for 11, 15 for 24 from within the rainbow. Well, the thing for the visitors is that they're dominating the rebounds, 22-13. Teams with 11 assists, and Rasta Vechta with 7 steals. But a lot of that's been down to the poor passing from Teksüt Bandirma. But those are your top scorers for the games, ladies and gentlemen. Well, go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long, because we'll be back in 14 minutes for the second half of this Group E fixture here in Game Day 5 of the Basketball Champions League.
transition for Paris Lee. Lee throws the alley. Oh, my Lord! Connects with it. Taylor got the lob. Paris Lee threw it up, and it was a throwdown.
Neptunus in the white. Neptunus start with the basketball. Come off the two screens. Great curve right down the lane, and he just flushes it for two. What a start. Goliath just went down hard and said thank you.
Solomon going to go to work against Margaritis. Oh, lovely crossover inside, and he puts down the poster, knocking Sarakopoulos to the floor. Oh, that's a power move to the basket. Just too much for Power to handle. Look at Sarakopoulos here. He ends up with his backside on the hardwood.
Beautiful handoff, and then just a hammer throw by Madsen. Well, we know he's got the jump shot, and now he shows us he's got some hops. Frankie Ferrari steps back now, gets in, puts it up. Oh, that was the playground move, baby. Looked like he was going to step back and attempt the three, then he went in and put it up, releasing it with one hand. Look at that. He wowed his own teammates.
Jacobin Brown trying to lead the fast break, goes coast to coast. Oh, what a pass behind the back. Jacobin Brown adds himself to the highlight reel. It's Solomon Bramo who makes the two.
Extra pass, great scramble. Smith, little handle off the glass for two is sweet. Just ghosts past the defense. Upstairs, oh, what a play. Brown orchestrates. Justice keeps it alive, knocks it away, chance to run for Zaragoza. Nice pass, beautiful finish. Obradovic gets the two. Super finish, super play.
Thompson on the roll, wide open, and Thompson hammers it home. Gives a look to the bench, doesn't react at all in a day's work for Siobhan Thompson.
zurückbegeben auf ihre Plätze. Jetzt haben wir noch knapp 2,5 Minuten Zeit, dann geht's weiter mit der zweiten Halbzeit hier in der Basketball Champions League. Rasta Vechta gegen Bandirma. Ja.
Ein Hinweis an alle Zuschauer, in der ersten Hälfte war ein Signal mit einer Türpfeife zu hören. Bitte das Pfeifen und Nutzen anderer Signale, die die Spieler nicht verlassen. Please recognize that it is not allowed to use pipes or similar signals to the ref signal during the game.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this Game Day 5 fixture here in Group B between these two spectacular teams. Rasta Vechta now catching 4 points in the last 20 seconds and making a comeback against Teksüt Bandirma. Teksüt Bandirma only having one victory so far in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League, while Rasta Vechta enjoying their rookie season so far with 3 wins and only 1 loss, sitting comfortably in third, joint with Ike, both with 3 wins and only 1 loss. A bit of a sluggish, slow start for both these two teams in the first quarter. Not really shooting the ball too well from the perimeter, but again, the spectacular plays in and around the basket, the backdoor cuts come from Rasta Vechta. The ball movement of Teksüt Bandirma is just leaving the runway open for some spectacular throwdowns. We got 1 half to play now. These two teams really want to battle it out. And again, look at a game like this, significant, so important. These two teams making their rookie debuts this season in the Basketball Champions League. One desperately needing a win to keep their season intact, while the other one trying to build on their momentum. And again, when you're a rookie team here in the Basketball Champions League, you just need to pick up as many wins as possible in the regular season. Give yourself a chance of qualifying that top 4 here in Group B. Now remember, 2 teams to compete are Hapoel Bank Yahav Yerushalayim, who are 4-0, and the champions of the 2008 season in the Basketball Champions League, Ike. It is a very tough group they're in. Honestly, would have looked at it, thought it is the group of death.
Ja, 2 mal 10 Minuten, es steht 37 zu 39. Wir müssen Gas geben, weiter geht's.
Just a slight there, tip on the basketball, but it will be possession now to Teksüt Bandirma here in the second half. Muhammad now wasting no time, kicks out tough pass to Smith, and Smith turns it over, and that's not one way to begin this game. They got to do better. They got to come out a lot stronger if they're going to come out to a good start here. Leo now playing the point guard roles. He gives the ball up. Comes off one screen now, gets it down to the big man. Well, they turn it over, but keeps it alive. Too strong in the lane. Has to throw a force a pass, but they do turn it over this time. Jay Smith now coming up with a loose ball. Smith finished with 11 points in the first half. Most of his points in the first quarter, actually. Hazard off one screen. Hazard all the way. Missed a layup. Well, he's got to make that one. It was wide open. Keston secured the rebound. Leo comes off one screen now, looking for Wainwright off the pick and roll. He stepped out of bounds, so it's another turnover. Just like the beginning of the game, where both teams came out to a very stale start, where they were unable to get into their motions, and you can see now probably just a little bit rusty coming out of the changing rooms in the halftime break. Muhammad now takes a long 2 in the corner, can't get it. Now he's 0 for 4 for his jump shooting. He's had 3 looks from the perimeter little bit short. You can see a little bit flat on his rotation when he follows through. DeLeo now gets it back to Wainwright, but another turnover. Oh no, they keep it alive. 6 on the shot clock, down low. And again, they turn it over once more. Rasta Vechta, very sloppy, just like Teksüt Bandirma. Smith now comes off one screen with Terry. Down low to Hummer. Hummer really attacks the basket. Strong move, and he makes the layup. But this time, took it in with his right hand. But again, what he did so well, as soon as he caught it, just got down nice and strong. Was just able to attack the basket. Off one screen now, pulls up a tough shot. Vastoria from the mid-range. That's been his strongest output in this game. But he comes off the dribble, just gets it within 17 feet. With his pull-up jump shot. Now moves up to 10 points. He's 5 for 8 from the field. The boy from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The city of brotherly love. Kalinowski tries a three, doesn't get it. Well, almost gave it to Emmanuel Terry, who was just sitting underneath the basket. It looks like they've called the personal foul on Hazer, I think. Well, no, it doesn't look like it. They called a turnover, I think. Oh, strong move. Just got down nice and low and tacked Wainwright and was able just to kiss it off the glass. Hazer looking to attack, gets it off the screen. Kalinowski catch and shoot for 15, and he nails it. And again, look at his movement off the ball and how he gets his feet so quickly set. Makes him such a tough player to guard when he's getting a shot off. Vastoria in the lane. Vastoria has to kick it out, and they get a deflection, so it will be sideline ball in the corner to Rasta Vechta. It's quite an awkward place to inbound the ball. Looks like Josh Young, who has 3 fouls, checking into the game. Now, he's got to be careful here in the third quarter because he could be the key player for them. Decides whether they win this game. Now, he's got 5 points. He's 2 for 3 from the field. He's got to be smart out there. Try to play without it, using his hands on defense. Wainwright now gets a hand up with Young. And they pulled the foul on Hazer off the ball. And again, that's the first team foul of the quarter. And you hear the ironic cheers from the crowd. They turn it over now. Transition. Bit of contact. Goes up. Gets the foul. Doesn't get the and one. And he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, sloppy play by Rasta Vechta, but great job by Prowett to come up with a loose ball. And again, here's the slight little contact. Fouls on Travis Simpson. Well, Mark Prowett, as we mentioned, already coming from Kentucky, Montgomery County. His university basketball with William and Mary. Started his career in Lithuania before making the move out to Aris, Salonika, and then briefly in Poland. All the way uncontested, and Young, as I mentioned, coming off the bench, could be the key difference in this game. screen now, splits under the basket, gives a pump fake. Hummer's got to go up with it, gets stripped, good defense. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Rasta Vechta ball. Well, Vastoria is coming back in the game. And again, look how Young runs the fast break. And that's why you always get out on the break as much as possible. Looking for the backdoor play, doesn't get it. Goes off the foot, so we'll be a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Cash is shooting now, cuts to the tough angle, doesn't get it. Hummer with a rebound, and now Kalinowski can push. Kalinowski down low, got to go up with Hummer under the basket. And again, he's being Mr. Spectacular. Just gave something, get a steal. Hazer goes up with it, he's got his second steal of the game, but he can't finish it. Rasta Vechta get away with that one. Manuel Terry just able to jump up high and reject him, but that was caught on the floor. Look at this by Ian Hummer. Kalinowski, Hummer uncontested, nobody guarding him. Strong finish under the basket. Kalinowski now picks up his second personal foul of the game. Other than that, not a lot of foul trouble for Teksüt Bandirma to worry about. Murphy now checks back into the game, probably just to give him a little bit of more size and depth down low. The German team. The story now guarded by Hazer, but looks like the foul's been called off the ball, an offensive foul. Looks like it's called against Simpson. That's his second personal, so Rasta Vechta just being exposed for their discipline. Kalinowski catches, shoot from the perimeter, nails it from downtown. Well, he has come out like a house on fire so far here in the second half. He puts up Teksüt Bandirma by 8 points. That's his 7th point of the game. He's playing some great basketball. Kalinowski has 6 assists and 7 points. He forces a 3 from the side, can't get it. Hummer with a rebound, and now Kalinowski push. Try to spin 2 defenders, bit of a risky play. Hummer goes all the way, bit of a bump, goes in the lane, can't get it. Come up with another loose ball. Kalinowski, can he go 2 for 2? Doesn't get it, gets his own rebound. Kalinowski in the lane, and he's fouled. Well, the problem right now for Rasta Vechta is they just can't box out. They got to put a body on it, secure the rebounds, because right now Teksüt Bandirma getting so many second opportunities. Teksüt Bandirma, one thing that's put him in the lead right now is that they are controlling the rebounds. They've got 26 rebounds in the game as opposed to 18 of Rasta Vechta's. So there will be 2 free throws now to Kalinowski. Young fella, 26 years of age, from Cincinnati, Ohio, played his high school basketball with Olaf East in Overland Park, Kansas. Signing a letter of consent to Davidson. Also remember, ladies and gentlemen, last year played for Telenet Giants Antwerp and made it to the Final Four of the Basketball Champions League. So this is a player with a lot of experience in this competition. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, has 9 points. A cross-court pass, wide open for 3. Can he get it? Doesn't get it. Terry with another big rebound. Manuel Terry's been, for me, the MVP so far for Teksüt Bandirma in terms of securing the rebounds and really asserting himself. As it comes off one screen in the corner, Hummer For the shot clock now. He's got to get something going the basket. Backs down. Goes in with a tough jump hook. Can't get it. Transition. Astoria. Gonna go pick and roll with Simpson. They throw it down low to Simpson. Simpson goes baseline. Simpson gets fouled. Gets down one. And he'll go to the free throw line now to make it a three-point play. Patient basketball off a very tough pick and roll situation. There you can see, caught it at an awkward angle, but had the mismatch, went up with it. Strong move. That's better now from Rasta Vechta. It's just coming back into this one. DeLeo now checking back in, probably play the point guard role. Try and get some of the Americans over to the perimeter, get some more open shots for the perimeter, but they haven't shot well from the three-point line this evening. They only made 2 3-pointers. Doesn't make the free throw. Again, you got to make your free throws at this level. You never want to look back at a game and think the outcome could have been different had you made all your free throws. Kalinowski in the lane gets called for an offensive foul. Looks like he threw an elbow or something to DeLeo. Oh, swings his arm out. Great call by the official. I don't understand. Kalinowski had him beat. Well, that's his third personal foul again. Now, I think what the officials are going to review is, will it be an unsportsmanlike foul? And if it is, that's going to be a huge blow to Teksüt Bandirma, because that could possibly give Rasta Vechta 2 shots and possession back. Oh, there's a possibility there. Well, the debate for those watching, do you call that unsportsmanlike? I might have to say yes. He does fling out and put his arm. To me, that's an unsportsmanlike foul, because flings his arm out. And the elbow does make contact right there. No doubt DeLeo makes most of it, but big decision by the officials right now. Well, the officials look like they've just called a regular foul, so that's a 50-50 one in my mind. Sometimes you do see those given for an unsportsmanlike, because the elbow was high, but again, it didn't look like in the defense of Kalinowski. His eyes weren't on DeLeo whatsoever. Astoria in the lane kicks out. They get a wide open look. They've got to make this one. Still can't get it. Limited struggles still continue for Rasta Vechta. Smith now goes pick and roll with Hummer. Hummer does well to catch it. Hummer almost throws it away, but they go in the lane. They can't get it. One out. Transition situation. Can they make the most of it? Now that's got to be an unsportsmanlike foul, surely. Well, Hazard. The argument is that he's gone for the ball, but I'd say he's a very lucky man there not to be called for an unsportsmanlike. It is a 15 foul, so it will be 2 free throws. Simpson makes the first free throw. Sorry, Young makes the first free throw. Simpson, his counterpart, will be battling with Hummer for the rebound, but it doesn't matter as Young makes it 2 for 2 for the stripe, and it's down to a 6-point ball game. Young now moves up to 9 points. Pulls up a tough shot, and again, was that the best shot he could have got, but Hummer does so well to go in and elevate for a rebound. Smith picks out the Hummer. Hummer can't make a 3 tonight, but still can't get it. Smith comes up with an uncontested offensive rebound. In and out while he makes DeLeo fall over, kicks it out. Oh, what a play. Broke DeLeo's ankles, kicked it out for a three-pointer, and it's good by Pruitt. That's the basket you want to see now. DeLeo throws it down low, under the basket. Simpson goes up, can't get it. Terry with a rebound. He is just dominating the boards tonight. Now has 10 rebounds. 6 points. He's 4 points away from his double-double. Fades away, out of bounds, and he gets the and one. And Pruitt now back-to-back field goals. Gonna go to the free throw line to make it a three-point play. You gotta love this kid. I mean, look at this, going out of bounds. I mean, that's like Michael Jordan fade away. Gets the contact. What a shot. We got a timeout now. Young picks up his fourth personal foul of the game. We can see so far only 2 3-pointers for Rasta Vechta. You cannot shoot like that here in the Basketball Champions League. While Teksüt Bandirma is 7 for 16. Again, to be a team here with a 3-1 record is very impressive, but you're on your home court. You've got to make sure you get to the sweet spots. You got to make it count for the perimeter. Now they're trailing by over 10 points.
And then we have to play for 2-3 possessions, really solid defense. Let's get a stop and run. They are playing with no fear. Let's go. That's when it's 127.
Well, this is a big play now for Rasta Vechta. They trail this one by 12. Biggest deficit of the game. He's wide open under the basket. They get the ball to him. The story now goes down the middle. He kicks out DeLeo. Got to make this three. Big three. Sinks it. Third three of the game now for Rasta Vechta. Cuts it down to a 9-point ball game. Well, that was a big 3-point field goal. Just cutting it down to single digits with under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Tough three by Pruitt, and again, tough play, but Terry gets a rebound. He gets fouled. And he's now going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And same story now for Teksüt Bandirma. That was a dish off in DeLeo. Big time 3. You got to love it.
Teksüt Bandirma, number 28, single.
Man from down south, originally from Cleveland, Alabama. His university basketball at Lincoln Memorial for the Rail Splitters. He played for the Phoenix Suns as well as the Miami Heat. Started his career with the Canton Charge in the G League. 6'9", a basketball player down low. Makes the free throw. Emmanuel Terry now 2 points away from a double-double with 8 points and 12 rebounds. Solid performance for the big man. Well, DeLeo pulls up for another 3. Sinks this one again. Back-to-back threes by DeLeo. Sorry, Vastoria. Got similar shooting techniques, and again, very hard to tell one apart, but a big 3 by Vastoria, the boy from Philadelphia. Smith now kicks it out. Has to go all the way, draws the foul. Now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Alper and Senjun did so well to get to the basket. It's by Vastoria coming up and sinks it.
Bandirma with the number 7 battalion.
We missed the first free throw. Again, just checking into the game. Now remember, only 17 years of age. Young prospect. This young man is 6'9". It's a great experience for him. Probably a future prospect for the Turkish national team. Makes the second one. Puts him back up by 9 points. 14 seconds to go now. Rasta Vechta will have the last shot here of the third quarter. Story off one screen. Tries a love pass, but they almost turn it over. He's out of bounds, and it will be Rasta Vechta ball with 2.6 here in the third quarter. He's got to shoot it. Did he get it off in time? I don't think so, but it doesn't matter. But end of the third quarter. Rasta Vechta trail this one by 9. Now they wanted a personal foul there. Vastoria made the contact, but I'm not going to go with that. That was great defense, but as it stands, home side 3-1 victory here in Group B. Trail this one by 9. We got 1 quarter to go here as Teksüt Bandirma trying to come up with only their second victory here in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. Rasta Vechta did hit 2 3-pointers here in the third quarter, while Teksüt Bandirma only 12 for 30 from within the rainbow, but 5-15 for 18 from the free throw line.
Ja, es steht 51-60 und ich darf heute nochmal hier beim Champions League Spiel unsere Gruppen hier begrüßen, denn wir haben hier die Chance bei einem Champions League Spiel mit einer Großgruppe hier dabei zu sein. Heute begrüße ich das Berufsbildungszentrum Dr. Jürgen Ulderup. Schön, dass ihr hier seid. Und ich habe noch einen Geburtstagsbild. Ich weiß, dass der heute hier ist, ich weiß zwar nicht wo, aber einer unserer Nachwuchsspieler, Carlo Ives, hat heute Geburtstag. Herzlichen Glückwunsch erstmal.
We start the fourth quarter, sorry. Onside trailing this by 9 points, as we mentioned. A 3-1 start so far in the first 4 games of the regular season. Well, only a 1-3 record for Teksüt Bandirma. One screen now, shake and bake. Goes up and it gets rejected. Well, the young fella, upper ascension, just denied DeLeo. He's 17 years old and 6'9". The future of Turkish basketball. Up the screen now, pulls up for a tough shot, doesn't get it. Just gets called for the foul. It was an under 16 in the 2018 Eurobasket for under 16 age group, finished in 3rd place, while the silver medal in the under 18s in last summer. 5 on the shot clock now. He's got to get something on the basket. Shakes and bakes in the lane. Goes up. A traveling violation called. Well, Simpson gets caught out there. Pass. What a turnover. I mean, careless pass there. This is how they were playing at the beginning of the game, and that was where Teksüt, they were really killing. Oh, what a crossover all the way. Doesn't get it. Senjin with a rebound.
There's a foul against Rasta Vechta, second foul, number 6.
It's the second team foul already in the first minute of the game as Cousins picks up also his second personal foul. And trailing by 9, not a lot of points, but when you're chasing the game, make sure that your team's not in the penalty so much, especially if you're down with only a few minutes ago. Smith picks it out. Kalinowski, 5 on the shot clock, takes it in. Kalinowski goes up. Charge called. Kalinowski's arguing, was he in the semi-circle? I don't think he was. That's great defense by Wainwright. He was way out of it. Kalinowski picks up his 4th personal foul of the game, so he's got to be smart now. The last 8:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. He's played so well, and he's been a big factor in this game that's put his team up. He can pick up the 2nd victory tonight here on the road in Germany. On the shot clock, Simpson's got to get something going. Kicks out DeLeo. He's made 1 3, takes another one, doesn't get it. Jay Smith now. Just slow this one down. Smith picks in the corner. Kalinowski, big 3. Oh my Lord! 6, a big triple. Kalinowski, big time shot. Puts him up by 12 with under 8 minutes to go. He now moves up to 12 points. The 6 from the perimeter. He tries a Euro step, soft move, doesn't get it. Kalinowski with a rebound. Here comes the pick and roll now. Kalinowski pulls up for another 3. In and out, doesn't get it. The last time he made a 3 in this game, he went for the same option right afterwards. They're both good looks and just couldn't sink it. This is good now for Rasta Vechta because Teksüt Bandirma, their 3rd team foul, which means they get him the penalty. Help their case of trying to chip back into this game.
Substitute Rasta Vechta, on our right, Josh Young.
Well, Josh Young with 9 points, I said could be the difference. He has been for every part he's been in the game, but he's got 4 fouls as well, just like his rival Kalinowski. So he's gonna have to be smart now. It's under 7.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. Story puts up a prayer and he nails that one. That was from no man's land, right in the face of Kalinowski. Astoria stepped up and hit some big 3s tonight. He now has 16 points. He is 5 for 9 from within the rainbow, 2 for 5 from the perimeter, 7 for 14 in total. Smith tries a big 3, doesn't get it. Astoria off one screen, tries a lob, turns it over. Very poor play. Now for Teksüt Bandirma, I would put Emmanuel Terry back in the game because one thing Terry could do is secure the rebounds and really play a big defensive role down low. Kalinowski spins out down low. What a play, bit of contact. And he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, it starts with Kalinowski again as Furkan Altali will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, Altali now has just played under 4 minutes in this game. He's got 1 block in the game, which we saw at the end of the 3rd quarter. Now he's got a chance to put his team up at 11 with these 2 free throws. So Murphy also checks back in. Kamari Murphy's going to have to play big. He has 8 points in the game. He hits the first free throw, as well as Philip Erkenhoff also checks back into the game. Makes the second free throw, puts it back up by 11. Pulls up for a Hail Mary 3, made one in the first half, can't get this one. Kalinowski gets caught up. Jump ball. Will be, looks like Teksüt Bandirma ball. Jump ball arrow goes in their favor. Jay Smith now on the ball. This is one of the priority, and again, forcing the issues, but again, poor pass by the young fella. Tried to keep it alive, and it was a tough pass to catch, and he turned it over. Just over under 6 minutes to go now in the 4th quarter. You lead this shit off under the basket. Gotta finish it. Beautiful play there by Rasta Vechta. Murphy just laid it up off the backboard. Up to 10 points. He's 5 for 7 from the field on the basket. Well, young fella's got to finish it. Great movement. And possibly the future of Turkish basketball is shining right now in the 4th quarter. Well, we might have to remember this young kid's name, but Altali with the 4 points. On the shot clock now. He's got to get something going. Pulls up for a tough 3, doesn't get it, way off the mark. A poor shot by Rasta Vechta. They're going to call timeout as they trail this one by 11 with 4:54 to go here in the 4th quarter. Game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. Teksüt Bandirma looking to pick up this set. That's an impressive stat. You can see Teksüt Bandirma with 16 second chance points, but a lot of that's come down to the fact that Emmanuel Terry, with his big 12 rebounds in this game, really has controlled the boards for the visitors, while Rasta Vechta just haven't been able to out-rebound this game.
Yeah, over-anticipating that so much. They said run shorter one. We haven't run that yet. I definitely haven't gotten anything.
Well, big play now for Teksüt Bandirma. Kalinowski, big 3, in and out, doesn't get it. Possibly could have been lights out had he made that three-pointer, but Vastorio push in transition. One screen pick and Pablo is wide open. He's got to make that three. This is a big, big three, but it's way off the mark. Just turned down the temperature with that air ball. This team trailed by 11 points with 4:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. The problems for Rasta Vechta are going to get bigger now because Emmanuel Terry, the former Miami Heat and Phoenix Suns superstar, checks into the game. Wide open as he went back door off that play. Kalinowski behind the back, steps back for 15 feet. Kalinowski, prime time, Mr. Clutch, hitting the big 15-foot jump shot. That is just a big play as he now moves up to 12 points. He's got 7 assists, 3 assists away from a double-double. Oh, pardon me, he has 14 points actually. In the lane, makes it. Cuts it down to 11-point deficit. Young just attacking the basket. 3:30 to go. His team trail by 11. Jay Smith scored 11 points in the first quarter. Has not scored a field goal since then. Two-time step up by Kalinowski and other players. Kalinowski in the lane. Alley-oop! Oh, you've got to love this guy. Emmanuel Terry picks up his double-double, but it's Kalinowski with a lob. Oh, baby! Teksüt Bandirma have come here to do one thing, and they've come up to pick their second victory. Kalinowski, what a lob. Third alley-oop of the game. Workinoff missed the three-pointer last one, misses this one. No foul called. Big rebound by Teksüt Bandirma. I mean, Emmanuel Terry, for me, has just been Mr. Spectacular. Kalinowski has just been the vision of this game. He sees everything, knows his players. Prowett for three, doesn't get it. Gotta love this game. I mean, just look at the lob. Terry catches everything. I mean, this is Terry Airlines. You've got to love it. Ha ha! Big three by Young, steps up. Young nails it, or cuts it down to a 10-point ball game with 2:13 to go now here in the fourth quarter. Comeback is definitely possible. Teksüt Bandirma, 14 fouls, so that's something that could go in the favor of Rasta Vechta, who only have 2 team fouls. Smith in the lane, goes to Hum, another turnover. I said, comeback could be possible. Never say never here in the Basketball Champions League. Big play for Young now. Another foul off the ball. Now that's 15 fouls, so that will be shooting free throws. Murphy now has to step up and make these two because they trail now by 10 with 1:47. Like I said, the team that usually gets in the penalty towards the end of the fourth quarter in the game, well, he missed the first free throw. And you can see the shake of the head of the fans. You got to make your free throws again. Never want to look back on a game and think, outcome could have been different had you made all your free throws. Makes the second one. It's a 9-point deficit. Catch in the corner out to Hummer. Hummer goes baseline. Hummer gets fouled. And now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
against number 20. Against number 24, each regulated his fifth foul.
He's fouled out of the game, I think, now. Astoria's got to come back in. We've got to calm him down now because he's a silly call that goes against him. Wainwright fouls out with 5. He makes the first one. Oh, he's not the best jump shooter. Definitely looks calm and composed from the free throw line. And originally from Gonzaga, Washington, D.C., who played his university basketball for Princeton. As Rasta Vechta trail by 11 with over a minute and a half to go in the fourth quarter. Game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League.
Sto giocando a 3-pointer o Muric con la selva
Sideline ball now. Astoria will pass this one. Now they got to get a good look here at the basket. They try to lob. They get the ball in. Young forces up a three-pointer. Doesn't get it. It's out of bounds, and it will be Rasta Vechta ball with 1:31 to go. So will get a shot up, but I don't know. You know, that looks like it comes off of Rasta Vechta. The officials will review the replay, and that should be Teksüt Bandirma ball. You can see from that angle. It comes off of Josh Young. Josh Young gets the last touch on it. There's the shot. Young, yeah, gets the last touch. Home crowd, I'm not gonna like this one. Well, we'll be changing possession now, so Teksüt Bandirma will get the ball back now with 1:31. They lead this one by 11 points. Hazel splits the defense with it behind the back, and Put a man down, but almost turn it over. Keep it alive. This time they do turn it over. They turn it right back over again. Well, Wainwright had the steal and again had to give the ball up. There was the steal, and again, he's trying to dribble the ball down the court, and Hayes has done so well all game by coming up with the steals, but we got a timeout, looks like it. Sorry, no timeout has been called, it's just a substitution. Wainwright fouls out of the game with 5 fouls. Comes up another lob, surely. Well, Thomas. It's a hard knock, so Terry, sorry, will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. There was a lob, and that's a bit of a reckless play, to be honest with you. I know he's trying to block the alley-oop, but he could have hurt himself pretty badly as he makes a first free throw. He's been phenomenal in this game, really controlling the boards for Teksüt Bandirma. He has 11 points, 12 rebounds. And for me, he's been the difference. Makes them both. Story tries another 3 and he nails it. He now moves up to 19 points. That's his 3rd treble of the game. Well, he faked out the defense and just gave himself enough time and space to nail it. Well, I think for Rasta Vechta has been the rebounding and the perimeter shooting. I mean, Teksüt Bandirma have done so well with Emmanuel Terry, who's dominated the rebounds. So Rasta Vechta just haven't shot well from the perimeter. Player in the Basketball Champions League, you've got to be able to wide open 3-point field goals as Young kicks it out. We got a 3 ball. The 3 is up. The 3 is good. One ball game with 48 seconds to go. Leo almost comes up with a steal. Oh, it's so well there, but just threw it away. We got a timeout now. Teksüt Bandirma trying to draw up a plan. Operation Hold On. Get their 2nd victory here in the Basketball Champions League. 48 seconds to go. They only lead by 8. Not over. Bird is their top scorer. He has 17 points, while Kalinowski has 16, and Emmanuel Terry with 12 and 12. He has 12 rebounds for that matter. And most efficient player this evening.
Hey, finish on 3, 1, 2, 3.
DeLeo almost comes up with a steal, and he does just that. DeLeo hustles him really hard. And he get a basket quick. They can't waste any time. And they throw it away. Well, DeLeo does so well to come up with a loose ball still, and Simpson just unable to take care of the pass. It was just a very, at that point, it looked like nobody knew what to do at that point. I mean, you're chasing the game. You got to get a quick basket or something, but you just can't throw the ball away like that. Ferrer throws up a wild shot, and they get another offensive rebound. Kalinowski off one screen. Got to get a shot off. Crosses over. Kalinowski floater right at the end of the shot clock. And that is a dagger to the heart of Rasta Vechta. What a play by Kalinowski. They just spun down the other end with a big three-pointer. Teksüt Bandirma really just gave the dagger in the heart. We got a timeout as they're leading this game 79-71. Just 7 seconds ago here in the fourth quarter. Kalinowski, unbelievable play right at the end of the shot clock. Now moves up to 18 points in the game with 8 assists.
You could get the ball, just you screen and take the ball. Sheamus, sen nerede başladı? Sheamus, Tyler, closer, Tyler comes, you come, and then you use this screen and you will get the ball, and then you go out, you will play 1-1.
As you mentioned, Kalinowski, their top scorer of 18 points, and right at the end, I mean, just gives it a little teardrop. That is just a lethal shot. Simpson down the other end gets a three-pointer, but man, gotta make those shots early in the game just to make sure that the lead didn't get too big. Kalinowski up the inbound. He moves up to 20. Well, Tyler Kalinowski's just been unbelievable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here in Germany. But at the end of this one, in game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League, it is Teksüt Bandirma 81, Rasta Vechta 73. What a game it was. The team from Turkey pick up their second victory here in game day 5, sorry. Manuel Terry, probably the most valuable player in the game with 12 points and 12 rebounds and 3 alley-oops. That is as it stands here at the end of this one. Bandirma come up with the much-needed victory here on the road to keep their season alive. Make sure they didn't go to 1-4. The host really was a good start in the first quarter where they looked in total control of this one, but very disappointing end to say the least for them. They were out rebounding. They did not shoot the ball well from the perimeter. A lot of lessons to learn from this game, and I'm sure they'll be thinking going forward what they have to do to improve. And as it stands here at the end of this one, Rasta Vechta come up with their second defeat. The team from Turkey start to breathe a little bit of light, start to progress forward. Big victory tonight for them here on the road. Game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. Thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, there you can see the traveling fans who will probably make their way home this evening or possibly tomorrow. They'll be very relieved to see their team come up with a very big victory. It was a must-win for them to keep their season alive. Teksüt Bandirma dominating the rebounds, 42-26, and also just having 3 more assists. But in the first half, they weren't looking. First quarter weren't looking like the better team. They dug deep. Kalinowski, top scorer with 20. Mark Pratt followed with 17, while Astoria top for Rasta Vechta was 19. I'll just show you some highlights from the game. And again, it was just such a high-tempo game in this one, especially in the second quarter when it picked up and the teams really started to go for it. But third quarter really belonged to Teksüt Bandirma. Came out and dominated the boards and just started to get in the lane and get some open looks. Rasta Vechta got to think to themselves, must take care of business here in the home court, especially here in the Basketball Champions League. You've got to assert yourself and make sure that you control the tempo, you control every bit of the game. Kalinowski for me was just unbelievable. I mean, it really was the biggest difference in the backcourt. Both these two teams, no doubt. Manuel Terry for me was the most valuable player because just his presence in and around the basket, controlling the rebounds, basically not allowing Rasta Vechta any second opportunities. No doubt it was a collective effort tonight for the boys from Turkey, but the two Americans for me, they were the difference in the game. Three-point shooting, not something that was too strong tonight. There you can see Astoria hitting it, the former player of Notre Dame, but again, they just needed other players to step in and step up. But by the time they were making the three-pointers, it was just too little too late. It was the little teardrop from Kalinowski, the little death drop, if you like, that just did it right at the end of the shot clock. And again, he got the last basket. That was his 20th point of the game. Well, that is as it stands here, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great atmosphere. Both sets of supporters from both teams really coming and making their voices heard tonight. Both coaches with a lot to think about going into the games next week. Rasta Vechta pick up their second defeat. Teksüt Bandirma now pick up their second victory here in the regular season. There you can see the traveling fans from Turkey. What support it was. Just look at the tables of these two teams. Teksüt Bandirma now sneak into fourth place, while Rasta Vechta remain in second, depending on how results go for Ike. Well, Apple Bank, you have Yerushalayim will play tomorrow. But that's as it stands here in Group B of the Basketball Champions League. For now, we thank you for joining us, but it's good night from FIBA.